New York is a stop where statements are made. And tonight in Salamanca, gold is on the line. The LFA has built champions for the world stage. And at LFA 233, a championship doubleheader promises more. In the main event, welterweight champion Jonathan Piersma enters with power, confidence, and a chance to cement his place atop the division. But across the cage stands Diego Bianchini, always dangerous and ready to defend his ground at all costs. In the co-main event, the West Coast King, Richie Miranda, enters enemy territory with the lightweight division watching, aiming to cement his reign with a second title defense. But Robert Varricchio has built his reputation on knockout power and composure under pressure. The kind of fighter built for championship moments. And before the title fights, the next generation is already rising. Because inside the LFA cage, opportunity is earned under pressure. And tonight, Salamanca becomes the proving ground for champions. LFA 233 starts now.
The LFA Octagon touches down in Western New York for the second of 3 consecutive Friday night events. And once again, LFA gold is on the line. From the Seneca Allegany Resort and Casino in Salamanca, New York, LFA number 233 starts right now. What's up, LFA Nation? Welcome to the Legacy Fighting Alliance on Vice TV and a doubleheader of title fights. Ron Kruk, thrilled to be joined by a man who knows all about winning titles, the Hall of Famer and former UFC light heavyweight champ, Rashad Evans. Great to have you back in the booth, my man.
Man, it's good to be back home. I'll tell you that right now.
That's right. It's kind of a big deal here in Western New York. People know him. All right, we got to get down to business because tonight we have a champion returning to the Octagon and a couple of challengers looking to steal belts. Let's begin in the main event where former LFA welterweight champion and New York's own Jonathan Piersma returns to the Octagon. He'll tangle with the Brazilian bad boy, Diego Bianchini. Well, unfortunately, only one man can win the belt tonight because former champion Jonathan Piersma missed championship weight yesterday, and even with a victory, he will not keep the belt. He had to relinquish it yesterday. If Bianchini wins, he becomes the new champion. But Rashad, a very difficult situation for Piersma, but he's got to put that behind him because if he can get a win tonight and another finish, he'll stay right on the UFC's radar.
Absolutely. Listen, missing weight happens. It's part of the game, and this is something that he's going to grow from and learn from tremendously. But he's got to stay focused and you got to stay locked in because he got a challenger in front of him that really wants to get the win. And listen, when he gets going best, of course he has great stand-up, but it's the pressure that he brings with his wrestling that really separates him from the pack. He is tenacious with his wrestling and his finishing because he has a watch and repeat. He'll take you down, be heavy on top, land some ground and pound, make you pay, and then find the submission. Piersma is truly a dangerous opponent inside that cage.
Absolutely, and he owned up to it. He made no excuses. He said his body just was shutting down. Him and his nutritionist decided, hey, it's not worth the risk. We'll pull the plug. He's considering possibly a move up to the middleweight division in the future. No issues for the challenger from Brazil, Diego Bianchini. He wins, he becomes the new champ. And a lot of similarities, Rashad, between these two. Bianchini, dangerous submission guy on the ground as well. 7 submission wins, but since he's been training with the fighting nerds and guys like Kyle Bahalio, his striking has leveled up.
Well, he's already a creative striker anyways, but I think being in a place like that, he becomes even more creative. But the thing with him is, it's not even his creativity with the striking, it's his creativity in transition. He's able to find submissions anywhere. He's a great scrambler, and because he's such a great scrambler, he finds these submissions. He's never out of sorts. Even if he's in a position like this, he'll find the leg, go for a hook, and he will rip it off and take it home and wear it around as a necklace.
He said before his last fight he was going to bring the violence, and he sure did. That was a nasty heel hook victory. Well, in the co-main event, the LFA lightweight straps on the line in a good old-fashioned East Coast versus West Coast matchup. Californian and champion Richie Miranda defending his belt for a second time when he clashes with another New York-based fighter and promotional newcomer Robert Varricchio. Rashad El Machete has been nothing short of dominant, and truthfully, a lot of us are surprised that he will be fighting in the octagon behind us, and he's not fighting in the UFC octagon yet. He's won 12 of 13. His only loss was 3 years ago, and that was a split decision.
You know, one thing I'm impressed about Miranda is the pace that he fights at. He comes in with a big pace, and he can take it as good as he gives it. But I'm truly blown away by his intelligence. He's a very intelligent fighter. He finds a way to win every single round at the end, even if he's taking a beating. But the thing is that his tenacity, his mindset is truly his biggest strength. He knows that maybe the next call is UFC, the next step is UFC, but he's patient enough and he's hungry enough to continue to do it here.
Well, he will be tested tonight by promotional newcomer Ruthless Robert Varricchio. He has won 3 straight in 8 of 9, and I was shocked, Rashad, how confident this young man is coming into this title fight.
Man, his confidence was very impressive. I'll tell you what, man. Varricchio was one of those guys who's so hungry. He fights out of Tiger Schumann, and he's well all around. He's a well-rounded fighter. He does wrestling. He does striking. But, you know, he's a fighter who adapts to whatever his opponent brings. And he said he's ready for whatever Miranda brings him, because this is his big moment, making a splash in LFA, and he wants to be a big success in this organization, and he believes he can be.
Championship doubleheader. Let's now check out the rest of the matchups here at LFA 233. Santana and Santos will get us going. The Rookie of the Year nominee Dan Holt makes his U.S. debut against another undefeated fighter, Dorsainvil. Rashad, give us a potential show stealer.
You know, I got to go with Dorsainvil and Holt. Both of these guys 4-0. Somebody's O has got to go.
Yes,
both
sir.
of these guys are so talented, and it's just going to be amazing to see who comes out on top.
Can't wait to officially kick off LFA 233. Here's the voice of the LFA Octagon, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live around the world tonight from the Seneca Allegany Resort Casino here in Salamanca, New York for LFA 233, Piersma versus Bianchini. Tonight's event is presented by Monster Energy, OnlyFans, and Bondi Pure. These bouts are sanctioned by the Seneca Nation of Indians Athletic Commission, Chairperson Tina Abrams, and Co-Chair Joshua Becker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to kick off LFA 233, now making his way to the octagon, Shaheen Santana.
Here we go. Not wasting any time this year, Shaheen Santana enters into his 3rd fight of 2026. Brings with him 7 submission wins in 9 victories. This is his 4th LFA appearance, comes in with a 1-2 record. I mean, Rashad, he was saying, this is a turning point of my career. It's time to prove I'm the fighter to watch. My records disgust me. It's like, hey, man, take it easy. You got a split decision win over Isaac Thompson at LFA 181 in 2024. But this is a big opportunity for Shaheen.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like that he said that, because he's not content. You know, he's a fighter who likes to fight long, and he can fight long with the front kick and knee. But I feel like he's best when he's on the ground. He uses that long leverage, and when he's on top, he's ferocious. He punches, and he makes sure he softens you up before he gets a submission. Confidence is key for him. He said that he wants to come into this fight and fight the way that he does in practice. And I know firsthand that comes with being able to be comfortable and be confident in everything that you do, even when it's not coming off the way that you think that it should.
Absolutely. Father of 2, has a son and a daughter, works a maintenance mechanic in a hospital. He's also a Contender Series vet. Fought on the Contender Series back in 2020, lost to LFA vet Natan Levy. But tonight, Shaheen Santana is on a mission.
His opponent now making his way to the octagon, Ednilson Santos.
Brazilian striker and a pretty solid dancer. Ednilson Santos finally returns to the cage after 14 months away. Not his fault. He's had to deal with a bad stretch of 3 fights, falling out. Training under the great 2024 Coach of the Year winner, Lino Cruz. Said, Rashad, I just meditated. I just had to keep my mind calm. Couldn't get negative with all the fight cancellations he had to deal with.
And that's how it is sometimes. You know, this is the journey of being a fighter. There's a lot of disappointment in the way.
Of course.
And getting ready and finding a way to keep yourself locked in, even though you miss opportunity after opportunity for whatever reason. But here with Santos, you know, he's got a lot of confidence coming in this fight because of the way he fights. He throws so much leather with heavy hands. He knows that he can go 50-50 with you. You throw, he throws, but he's going to be the last one standing because he lands with power. He lands with bad intentions. And he doesn't only try to hit upstairs. He goes to the body. He works the body, works the head, and he's not no slouch on the ground. He said that he's been training with Jim Miller. So if the opponent decides to take the fight to the ground, he is ready for that too.
And he's done a lot of training with the champ, Alex Pereira. So you add the stand-up of Pereira and the ground game of Jim Miller. Yikes, look out. He said that Miller has really helped his jiu-jitsu defense. He said, like, Miller's just continually attacking, so I had to learn how to defend. Ednilson Santos, 5 first-round finishes and 7 knockouts on his resume.
Man, you know, one thing about training next to Alex Pereira does, you get some of that aura on you. You know what I'm saying? Alex Pereira just got that aura. And you see it when he steps into the cage, when he fights. And Ednilson has kind of got that poise to him as well, just from being around him.
Right, exactly. What a matchup in the LFA lightweight division to kick off LFA number 233. Let's check out the numbers and the tail of the tape, powered by DimeBit, the official betting partner and online casino of the LFA. Ednilson Santos is 33 years old. Shaheen Santana, 1 year older. Santana is 4 inches taller and almost 3 inches longer in the reach. Both men made the contracted weight for this matchup. We now go inside. Here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA lightweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6'1", weighing in 155.2 pounds. He holds a 9-6 professional record with 7 wins coming by way of submission. Representing the Refinery, fighting out of Miami, Florida by way of Brooklyn, New York, Shaheen His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a striker standing 5'9", weighing in 155.6 pounds. He holds a 13-7 professional record with 7 wins coming by way of knockout, 1 by way of submission, and 1 draw. Representing Cruz MMA, fighting out of Newark, New Jersey by way of BMG São Francisco, Pernambuco, Brazil, Ednilson Santos. Your referee, Con Anderson.
Gentlemen, move to the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If you wish to check correctly, so now, back to your corners.
Ednilson Santos, 13 career victories, red tape and black trunks. And Shaheen Santana will have the blue tape. He's known as Shazam, fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, and Miami, Florida. Underway here in Western New York, and really the LFA lightweight division. We've been focusing on it the past couple of weeks, Rashad, one of the deepest in the promotion.
Yeah, you know, both of these guys, you know, it's early out. Santana's going to try to establish that range, stay long, but Santos, it's only going to be a short time before you see him throw some big bombs in with some nasty intentions.
Santos, I mean, you mentioned it, he's a striker. He started martial arts with Taekwondo, but he's also a black belt in BJJ. Got a guillotine win in only his second professional fight, and there goes Santana pushing the pace here. Santana, the black belt as well.
Yeah, Santana would be better served not taking those kicks at all. I mean, you can't even let the guy get comfortable landing on you without showing some kind of consequence for landing. Even if it's just a fake going forward, he can't be comfortable landing on you, because what he's doing is he's building on the combination, and you can't allow that.
Santana, very long striker, finisher as well. 7 finishes in his 9 wins.
When Santana utilizes that reach, it's truly something special. Ooh.
Santos with the kick to the ribs. And the front kick from Santana. Santana said, I got to watch his cage pressure. Has that wide Alex Pereira stance.
He fights big to be such a little guy.
Well said, yeah.
And that's the thing that is really hard to measure just from watching film. You know, you never know how a guy is going to be once you get into the cage with him, and you really have to figure it out once you get in there.
Santana said, this might be the fight that I get to showcase my striking. Feels that he could hurt Santos when he was coming in. Santos said, listen, I think he's going to try to take me down. I need to defend those. So exchange there. Said, my hands are the key to my success here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, Santana's been landing, but he hasn't really let go of one of those bombs yet. He's been touching them and giving Santos a bit pause, because you don't see Santos moving forward like he typically does. He seems to be kind of a little relaxed, and that could be the shot right there, that straight right hand to kind of kick things off for him.
Absolutely, just past the 2-minute mark, opening round. Follow the LFA on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting.
Yeah, Santos needs to get into that bounce that he had. You see when he goes left, right, that's the bounce and rhythm that he needs to punch from, because when you punch from that rhythm, he's less predictable and it's hard to see what's coming.
Remember, Ednilson Santos, it's been 14 months away from the fight game. Again, he had a stretch of, I believe, 3 fights falling through. He was very anxious to get back into the octagon, to say the least.
Man, those leg kicks look like they're doing some damage. It looked like Santana changed stances because of so. Landed a good combination right there, and that's what he needs. He needs more of that, more of those pressures, putting combinations together, backing Santos up against the cage.
Yeah, got to keep the pressure on Santos, no doubt about it. Under a minute to go.
He's going to mess around and nice right hand. Cracking him coming in. But he cannot allow Santos to get comfortable and really start to, wow, nice right hand.
And Santana was down, bounces up quickly. "30 seconds to go. Santana up against the octagon wall. A little foot stomp from Ednilson Santos. And Santana returning the favor.
And there's nothing that hurts worse than getting stomped on your foot.
Man.
It's crazy. Honestly, it feels like it's illegal when it happens.
I know, it's so old school. It's one of the few old school UFC, 1, 2, and 3 that feels like it still should be illegal. But we saw it last week that we had a couple of fighters that were using it nonstop.
Man, I'll tell you what, you don't feel much in a fight, but every once in a while you get hit with a blow, you're like, oh, I'm fighting. And that's one of those, a foot stomp. But you see against the cage here, they both land a shot right there as Santana moves forward, leads with an uppercut. And when he comes forward, he has a lot of dangerous tools that he uses. But right there, you see Santos just lifting the leg up and missing with that right hand. For both of these guys, the first round's a feel out, but the second round they gotta pick up the pace, pick up the intent a little bit more.
Cruz, there he was. Shaheen Santana trading out the refinery. And Leanne getting us ready for round number 2. Looking at the stats from that opening frame, Rashad, Santos outstriking Santana 40-25. Santos very accurate, landing 63% of his strikes.
Man, that's truly really impressive, you know, because Santana, he almost kind of throws reluctant at times, like he's kind of second guessing it, but when he gets going, he gets rolling with it, you know, and Santos is almost a little too patient. And I'm kind of interested to see, like, what is he waiting for? What is the look that he's waiting for? But you stand in front of Santana too long and taking these long shots, he's going to find his rhythm, he's going to find his confidence, and he's going to be a problem once he gets going.
Man, Santana just missed with that push kick. And kicks were a big for Santos in that opening round. He threw 43 kicks, Rashad, landing 32 of them. Out kicking Santana 32-13.
Oh, wow. Nice way to rush in. And this is where Santana likes to be. He likes to punch into his grappling exchanges. And he usually uses a body lock or something right here because he's so much longer. But right now he's just chipping. He's just inside, landing knees, trying to hit an elbow. Santos looks to kind of take control right now, using that Muay Thai movement, moving forward, left, right. It'll be interesting to see if he's going to punch or kick off of here.
Yeah, keeping Santana guessing.
Yeah, Santos has to get going with some kind of offense with his hands, because I feel like he's been really tenderizing the legs of Santana this whole fight. And now he's landed them to the point where they've set the trap. You know, and the trap is, now you're worried about the feet, here come my hands. And now that's the next phase of his attack. So we're going to see if he lets it go.
Past 3 minutes to go. This is the second round LFA lightweight division matchup. Santos and Santana kicking off LFA number 2 at 33. 3 consecutive weeks. There's a big overhand right from Santos.
And as crazy as it is, Ron, you know, sometimes when, you know, Santos hasn't been too busy, but that pressure of him moving forward is pressure all the same. And it makes you as an opponent feel like you need to do something, and then that's where the mistakes come in.
And one mistake can prove costly. Watch Santana. He was able to just miss with a little sneaky elbow last time they were clinched up like this on the break.
There it is right there, right over the top, just pulling his arm down, pulling the elbow down and going right over top.
Uppercut from Santos.
Just in dirty boxing.
Yeah,
oh, and that's a cut right there. That elbow cut him.
100%.
Now, if that doesn't give you confidence, Santos, then nothing else will. And he, you know, get his back off the cage and kind of start hunting Santos down.
Shaheen Santana, yeah, opening the cut on the side of the face of Ednilson. Santos. Santos coming off a round 2 TKO loss. Dylan Mantello, he had that fight. He dropped Mantello a couple times, looking like it was over. And then Mantello delivered a fight-ending strike. Said, I just got caught. Santos has had to wait to get back into the cage. 14 months, but coming off a fight of the night performance.
But coming off a loss is always,
it's
always a long 14 months. You feel like you're not, you know, you feel that you're as good as your last fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And right there, you've seen Santana unleash a nice combination. Big power, bad intentions in those shots there.
Yeah, Santana going to the body and then upstairs.
I wonder if Santana's figured it out yet. You know, when he backs down Santos, he's a different fighter when he's backing him down, because Santos, he tends to go straight back. There's no angle. He's not looking for an angle. There he is against the cage, Santana. Santos is coming on here.
Kind of crazy hammer fists and from that position by Shaheen Santana.
That's the kind of hit that hits you and pisses you off, because it shouldn't hit you.
You're like, what the heck was that? How did that get through?
As you see here, Santana finding those punches and, you know, punching right into the clinch. And this is great real estate for him, because inside, he is very sneaky inside, got some very sharp elbows, as you see there, landing another clean elbow. The dirty boxing for Santana has been on point, landing these elbows right over top of the guard of Santos. And coming forward here, he comes with a flurry of punches and catches Santos backing up with the right hand. And right now, Santos needs to figure it out. Santos needs to figure it out. He needs to decide and make a choice right here, right now. What kind of round this is going to be? This can't be a round of sitting back and countering. He felt everything he needs to feel. It's go time. He's got to be all gas and no brakes.
For sure. Shaheen Santana, was a big second round for him, and as Rashad said, that dirty boxing and those elbows doing some damage. But it was Santos outstriking Santana in the second round, 28-23. Overall, though, it's Santos 68-48 on strikes thrown and landed. Kicking off the second of 3 consecutive events here for the LFA on Vice. 2 championship fights tonight, and we will have another championship doubleheader next week. It's a quick trip down to Cajamar, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Be 5 championship fights over the span of 3 events.
Wow. Busy.
Yeah, man, just handing out the hardware. That's what we do. Low kick from Santos, starting to attack that lead calf.
Yeah, I've watched Santana just get a little bit more confident as the time and rounds have gone on.
Like it.
I was surprised to see that Santos outstruck him the second round. It didn't appear so, because it looked like Santana had more punches that would impact more significant strikes.
I agree. Yeah, just some of those short, sharp shots from Santos registered, but yeah, I think that Santana definitely do some more damage. And it keeps him guessing. What would you call that? Tomahawk?
Oh, wow.
And now Santana going to the body, but Santos pressing forward.
Santos was saying he got hit in the eye, poked in the eye.
That's
but
what it looked like.
The ref said it was a fist that hit you in the eye, sir. Keep fighting.
Keep going. Oh, that was a beautiful kick to the lead leg from Santos. Nice level change from Santos. Pushes Santana up against the wall and falls with a big knee. 1-2 combination upstairs.
And those are the bombs that Santos really needs against the cage when you have Santana there. He has to make them pay.
Absolutely. 1-2 record here in the LFA for Shaheen Santana. 1-1 for Ednilson Santos.
Santana looked like he's frustrated, Santos, you know, and those little hits, the little hammer fist, the weird strikes.
Yes.
That's the most frustrating thing in the world. When you get hit with something like that, it doesn't hurt, but it's like, it hit, and it's like, you scored on me, and it's making me look bad, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Just to upset you.
It's ugly as
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nice body kick by Santos.
That ripped the ribs of Santana. Santos picking up the pace here in the third. One minute, 30 seconds to go.
Santos seems to be trying to pick it up a little bit. His movement seems to be a bit more urgent. Trying to get it to the ground.
Yeah, looking for that single leg.
At this point, instead of wasting so much energy trying to get him down, he needs to disengage for a second, throw one of those big bombs, because he has such fast hands, and he normally beats him to the punch. One big shot and then re-engage.
Fans want some more action here in Western New York. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Santos is just hanging on to that single leg. And it looks like he could do exactly what you said, Rashad. Just let go, push back, and then fire away.
Yeah.
Create some distance, and yeah, Todd Anderson, our referee, agrees. We want more action. Time winding down, the third and final rounds.
Look for a knee here. Oh, the inside trip. There's a knee right there. There it is. Santana landed it. 10 seconds left.
Oh, and it's Santos back to the foot stomps. And we will go to the judges' scorecards. Both men raising their arms in victory. Entertaining first bout here. Shaheen Santana looking for his 10th career win. He believes he got it. The judge's decision is coming up next. Stick around. We are back in Salamanca, New York, the Seneca Allegany Event Center. Ron Kruk and the Hall of Famer Rashad Evans with you cage side for LFA number 233. Lightweights Ednilson Santos and Shaheen Santana. Go to the judges' scorecards. Mike Kendall is inside. Let's get the official decision. Here's Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges score this bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Ednilson Santos.
After 14 months away, Brazilian striker Ednilson Santos scores an impressive win. gets his 14th career victory and a hug from the great Plinio Cruz. Training out Cruz MMA. Frustrating night for Shaheen Santana. Hung in there, Rashad, but as we look at the stats, Santos out-kicked Santana 63-24, and the final total on strikes goes the way of Santos 85-66.
Yeah, and it had to be those kicks that made the biggest difference in the judges' eyes. You know, it was really hard to score, and I think it all came down to the second and third round. They were razor close, and you know, it all depends on what kind of action you like. You scored it that way. You know, it was a unanimous decision, but it looked a lot closer to that than me.
I agree. It was close, but Ednilson Santos gets the win. 10 former LFA athletes have already been signed to the UFC, and we're not even through May yet. The LFA continues to develop the next generation of UFC stars, and here's the list of athletes who have made the jump so far this year. Not only have they moved on, but they are succeeding at the next level, and maybe the biggest UFC debut in history when Olympic gold medalist and LFA alum Gable Steveson makes his UFC arrival at International Fight Week. He will battle Elijah Ellison at UFC 329. Steveson had his first MMA fight at LFA 217 last September and clashed with unbeaten Braden Peterson. Steveson earned a quick first-round TKO victory to launch his highly anticipated MMA career. Once again, the LFA proves why they are the true developmental league to the UFC. Rashad, what a massive debut it's going to be for Steveson.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to see him in the UFC. I mean, what he's been able to do thus far on the regional circuit is just unbelievable. He's not just an athlete who's looking for wrestling and with that wrestling background. He's showing growth in his hands and his confidence with his kicks and everything else. He's becoming a well-rounded athlete. He's not terribly too big, but at the same time, he packs a powerful punch.
Absolutely going to be a lot of fun at International Fight Week. Coming up, undefeated fighter Stan Dorsainvil, originally from Haiti, but now living and training in Florida, returns to the octagon. He will lock horns with the villain, undefeated Dan Holt from Manchester, England, who makes his highly anticipated U.S. debut. Stick around because LFA 233 is just getting started.
Bruce Irons.
One of the best tube riders in the world.
Bruce Irons. Get back out in the main track and spin a few more laps.
We are at Hampton Downs in Auckland for the last race of 2025.
Today we're looking at the top 3 moments from our 2025 season. First up is Daytona.
We are here to show you a typical day of training for Dakar 2025.
Who am I? I'm a champion.
Yes!
Most people think getting in fighting shape is all about brutal workouts and starving yourself. They're wrong, and I should know.
World-renowned trainer of 12 UFC champions, 3-time trainer of the year.
Here's my secret weapon. Bondi Pure cuts off hunger and nourishes your body. This makes cutting, leaning out, and getting into top condition easy.
45,000 success stories and counting.
Try it risk-free for 90 days. Bondi Pure, it's the champion's secret to effortless weight cutting.
back at LFA at number 233 on Vice, and the Seneca Allegany Event Center is popping. We move on to our second fight of the night. And the fight odds powered by Dorsainvil, the official online casino and sports betting partner of the LFA. Catchweight of 160 pounds, but two lightweights going at it. The highly anticipated debut of Dan Holt. He comes in at a plus 122 underdog. And the favorite, maybe to some people's surprise, Dorsainvil. He comes in at minus 169. Inside to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, now making his way into the LFA Octagon, Dan Holt.
But here comes a kid with a lot of hype. Dan Holt. He was supposed to make his U.S. debut in Minnesota, but he missed weight, and his opponent, Corey Taylor, declined to take the fight. Now tonight, he officially will fight for the first time here in the U.S. Comes in with a perfect 4-0 record as a pro. Went 3-0. In 2025, he was nominated for the LFA Fans Choice Award for Rookie of the Year. Rashad, not only is he a big personality inside the octagon, this kid's a lot of fun outside as well. Not shockingly, he's a big Conor McGregor fan, and he kind of has that persona.
Well, he does have the persona of Conor McGregor, but he has a fighting style of Wonder Boy. The way he moves and the way his cadence is, his striking cadence is unbelievable. You know, he has really good oblique kicks that he uses to keep the distance. He likes to keep a certain range, and then from there, he fires off efficiently. He's very fast with his 1-2s and combinations, and very decisive. Has the ability to get up off the ground. You're not going to pin him down. Very well-rounded, good mindset for a young fighter.
For sure. 2 first-round finishes. One his pro debut in 2024 via flying knee in only 15 seconds. So do not blink when he gets in there. Training at Manchester Top Team. UFC fighters Shem Rock, Luke Riley, and now training also in Florida at Kill Clip FC. Sean Soriano with him.
And I ran into him a couple times at the gym. Now when I go into the gym, I'm like the old guy,
come on,
that sits on the sideline talking about, oh yeah, that boy gonna be good. And I seen him and I thought he's gonna be good. Listen, the way that he moves, these kids nowadays, man, they're so well-rounded. They're not specialists anymore. And you know, he's somebody who's got so much skill. The way he moves, his speed with his hands, his kicks is truly something special to behold.
Striker, world champion in kickboxing, 2-0 in Muay Thai. He started kickboxing at age 6, like Rashad said, a true mixed martial artist.
His opponent now making his way to the octagon, Dorsainvil.
Another undefeated young gun. Dorsainvil returns to the LFA Octagon tonight, ready to derail the Dan Holt hype train. Hasn't lost as a pro or an amateur. Went 4-0, is 4-0 as a pro, went 4-0 as an amateur. 75% finish rate, 3 submission victories, all 3 via guillotine choke. He also has 3 first-round finishes. But Rashad, this is his first fight since November of 2024. It's been 552 days. Long layoff because he's battling through some injuries and had surgery to repair his retina and ACL surgery for his knee.
Well, when you've been out for a long time, the first thing I would tell my fighter is you got to get in your groove. But watching him come out, he's in his groove. When Dorsainvil get going, the way that he throws his kick kicks, the way that he throws his punches and his combinations, he put everything together so very well. Stan is very tough because he doesn't get greedy with one technique. He goes where the fight goes, and he allows himself to not force anything. That's something that is very hard to do for a young fighter, because you get your mindset around what you want to do and you stay bullish about it, but he doesn't do that, and I think that's a huge advantage for him.
Calls it flow style, but he's a black belt in BJJ, 3 submission wins. Training at Combat Club, Christian Carvalho, BJJ. Originally from Haiti and now living and fighting in Green Acres, Florida. 1-0 inside the LFA octagon. We saw him get a big win over the tough Jackson wing fighter Cedric Kamtambwa, but he could not wait to get back in. He called Dan Holt a Timu, a wonder boy. Said, I can't wait to steal his height.
Yeah, Dorsainvil is somebody who trains out of Combat Club, another gym that I go to, and watching him from an amateur all the way to where he is right now has been a true blessing, because he grows so fast, and it seems like just the other day he barely knew how to throw a punch and kick real good.
Yeah, for sure. Let's check out the numbers for this catch weight of 160 pounds. The tail of the tape is powered by Wolfpack. The drill, Stan Dorsainvil is 25 years old, and the young gun Dan Holt only 22. Holt is the taller fighter by 4 inches, but Dorsainvil is an inch longer in the reach. Both men tip the scale just over 159 pounds. Once again, Mike Kendall.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in an LFA catchweight at 160 pounds, brought to you tonight by Wolfpack. Never average, always a wolf. Wolfpack, the official backpack of the LFA. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This striker stands 6'2", weight in 159.4 pounds. He holds a perfect 4-0 professional record with 2 wins, coming by way of knockout. Representing Manchester top team and Killcliff FC, fighting out of Manchester, England, Dan the Villain Holt. His opponent across the octagon, fighting in the red corner, is a flow-style fighter. Standing 5'10", weight in 159.6 pounds. He also holds a perfect professional record, 4 wins and 0 defeats, with 3 wins coming by way of submission. Representing Combat Club and Christian Carvalho, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, fighting out of Green Acres, Florida, by way of Gonaive, Haiti, Stan the Drill Dorsainvil. Your referee, Matt Rocca.
All right, guys, we went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do so now, and make your way back to your corners.
Stan Dorsainvil, he told us, Rashad, I thought Dan Holt was a lot taller. Still got 4 inches on him, but not a huge reach advantage. It's actually Dorsainvil who's longer in the arms. And right away, Dorsainvil lands!
Right away, Dorsainvil, right on the gas, the big right hand. And this is the way he's going to have to fight Stan. I mean, he's going to have to fight Holt, because Holt, once he gets some space, he can be pretty, he can be slick, but getting in his kitchen right out the gate is what Dorsainvil needs to do.
Absolutely. We saw Dan Holt score a 15-second first-round knockout, but it was Stan Dorsainvil who comes in. Flying knee, misses from Dorsainvil, and Holt with the spinning elbow. Dorsainvil catches the kick, and he's got Dan Holt down. Right in front of us, Rashad.
And if there's anything that Stan needs to do right now, is he needs to find a way to just lean on Holt and make him carry his weight. Get a little tired, drain him a little bit, so when he comes back up to his feet, he comes back different.
Well, now on the back of Dan Holt, and an opportunity for Dorsainvil, the black belt in BJJ, 3 submission wins.
He's going to fall off here. Oh, wow, he maintains it. He's got to get underneath those arms. Too.
And now he gets off the back. And a little do-si-do action. But Dan Holt escapes now and creates some distance.
Oh. And this is where Holt really lights you up, is when he's able to get some distance.
Yes. Absolutely.
He's very slick in there, Holt is.
I like what Dorsainvil was doing there, trying to close the distance and not let Dan Holt operate where he can throw those kicks and use his kickboxing background. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Opening round, catchweight 160 pounds. These two are lightweights.
Dorsainvil's doing a good job of throwing a big punch and then closing the distance into the clinch.
High kick.
Nice high kick by
Dorsainvil. Got it through the guard, but not flush. And man, Dorsainvil, Rashad, like he's pushing the pace here early.
Yeah, that pressure is a weapon in itself and is making Holt have to make some fast decisions. Either decide to get on his bike or try to stand his ground in exchange. And I'll tell you one thing, if there's any weakness in Holt's whole game, is that he doesn't really exchange well because he keeps his head a little high.
And Dorsainvil trying to get in the head of Dan Holt. Spinning elbow. We got ourselves a fight as we come up on 2 minutes to go.
Oh, nice knee by Holt, but he went down. And these are the exchanges that Dorsainvil really has to maximize and make the most of.
Yeah, absolutely. See if he can keep Dan Holt, the villain, on the ground. Holt back up. Looking for another escape, and watch Dorsainvil on those breaks. That's Holt with the little hook and the spinning kick to the ribs.
Holt's going to be better served not throwing big moves. Let's just establish ourselves here because he hasn't got himself established in his fight yet. Land some oblique kicks, start landing some jabs, start allowing things to connect, build up some momentum, and then go for the big moves. But when you see big moves after being swarmed and being swamped by Dorsainvil, it bleeds. I'm not too confident. I'm trying too hard.
I think that's spot on. Great coaching. 1 minute mark to go. And it's been Stan Dorsainvil leading the dance.
Nice knee by Holt.
Yeah, maybe just start throwing some jabs and some more basic kicks for Holt. Establish some rhythm, because I'm with you, Rashad. It seems like Stan Dorsainvil, he's got the rhythm going, and it gets a takedown with just over 30 seconds to go.
And that's a perfect takedown to end the round because it ends with him having the momentum and him having made Holt work more so he doesn't go back to the corner fresh and he's thinking about what happened the last round. But I mean, Stan has just been pouring it on him from the beginning of this fight.
Sure has, yeah.
And Holt just needs to get his back to the center of the cage. He's trying to use some footwork to get out the range and sidestep and kind of catch Dorsainvil coming in, but
Holt just missing with that elbow as he came in. But a big round for Stan Dorsainvil, 2 for 2 with his takedowns. As you said, Rashad, right at the end of the round, so it's in the judges' minds. Dorsainvil had 1 minute and 8 seconds of ground control. But very close in the striking department. Each fighter landing 30 strikes.
Yeah, the fight starts
with a bang.
The fight starts right here. Boom, right off the gate. You see Dorsainvil going right in, landing that big punch. And he knows, he did his homework, and he realizes if I'm going to win this fight, I got to make it ugly. I can't allow it to be fought at a pretty range. I'm going to come in here, put a lot of pressure on Holt. As you see here, landing a big elbow, but it's all based on the pressure that he's putting on Holt. Holt's not able to mount the offense, and here, big takedown at the end of the first round, stamping a seal to him winning that first round.
Green Girl Megan getting us ready for round number 2 here in Western New York. Seneca Fight Night and LFA number 2 at 33.
Holt's got to get on his game. There you go. Now he's starting to go the first round. Holt went right at it. But I love what Holt does when he uses his oblique kick, because that oblique kick, it keeps you back. It's a stop kick. It makes you stop your momentum. It injures your leg, but he's not able to get any room at all to throw much. Look at Dorsainvil. Oh,
the spinning elbow got through Rashad. Backing up is Dan Dorsainvil. I mean, he ate that shot.
He ate it big time, and he seems to be recovering.
Amazing.
Holt's got to get on him. Holt's got to rush him. Give him a little bit of his own medicine. Nice right hand by Holt. This is what Holt needs. Utilize those kicks, and even hurting him would kind of allow Holt to establish the range a little bit. Oh, wow, big hit.
From Dorsainvil. That backs up Holt. Level change from Holt, but he's eating some big shots.
Holt seems to be in trouble here. He's eating a lot of shots.
And look at the patience from Dorsainvil. He's like, I'm not going to just come in and start hunting him down, taking his time, ripping body shots and uppercuts. Very impressive performance so far from Stan Dorsainvil. I mean, turned the tide in an instant after Dan Holt came out and was the aggressor.
Yeah, now they both hurt each other this round. And he's even gotten Holt engaging in a part of the fight that he doesn't typically do with the whole wrestling aspect of everything. But it's been one of these kind of fights.
And they both take a tumble. Holt getting Dorsainvil down for a minute. And Dorsainvil's corners yelling, throw that knee. Wow, he had an opportunity. 3 minutes to go, second round.
Oh, what a nice leading uppercut. Elbow by Dorsainvil. Oh, big right hand by Dorsainvil. Wow.
The strikes are finding its target now. Stan Dorsainvil teeing up on Dan Holt. But we saw Dan Holt in some trouble in Tenerife, Spain, and he was able to weather several storms and come back with a spectacular finish. But the pressure continuing to be put on, and a takedown from Stan Dorsainvil.
Yeah, this takedown is going to tell a lot. If Holt settles on the bottom here, he's kind of conceded to the fact that it might not be his night right now.
I mean, you saw his face, and he is grimacing. Maybe he lost his breath.
Something seems to be off with him right now.
Absolutely.
Now Dorsainvil's got a leg in. He's going to try to stretch him out if he can get the other leg inside.
Wow, the black belt. BJJ Stan Dorsainvil. All over Dan Holt right now.
Yeah, he's really dragging him right now.
And like you said, use that weight, tire hold out, and continuing the onslaught, looking for the neck.
You look like he's underneath the neck here. He's got to watch he don't fall off.
And Holt gets out, but he's a bloody mess right now.
Oh, Holt lost his mouthpiece.
There it was. He lost the mouthpiece on the takedown.
He wants it rinsed off before he puts it back in.
Oh, and this fans don't appreciate it. Stan Dorsainvil doesn't either.
I would do the same thing if you're Holt. And you're taking a beating.
I would drop the mouthpiece again. Whoopsies.
Spit it out.
And now, with coming up on a minute to go in the second round, elbow from Holt, knee from Holt, blocked by Dorsainvil. What action, Rashad. This was your fight of the night, and they are not disappointing.
Not at all, you know. And really, you know, these guys are so talented. It's such a great test for both of these guys to be tested against athletes like each other present to each other. Wow, nice head kick by Holt. Dorsainvil has it up. He's got him jammed up pretty bad, folks.
Oh, man.
He's got him jammed up pretty bad.
That was crazy. Man. I hope you stretched your hamstring before this fight. Stan Dorsainvil. Relentless attack.
Relentless, just He's starting to really pull away right here.
He sure is. Dan Holt hanging on, trying to ride it out here as time winds down in the second round. But right now, it's all a Stan Dorsainvil. Having some fun.
Still having fun.
And, I mean, giving Dan Holt a look. He's looking to break his will as well.
He's after his will. And these are the kind of performances where you break someone's will.
And look at the difference here in front of us, Rashad. You got Dorsainvil standing up. He's ready to get back in there. And on the opposite side, Dan Holt sitting on the stool. And he is breathing heavy.
I mean, the left hand, right hook. But here, you see the spinning back. And Dorsainvil goes back. He's a little hurt, but he finds his way back into it. And he's landing some big shots of his own. And it's the pressure that's really the biggest problem for Holt as his mouthpiece comes out, as he's going back to the cage, and as Dorsainvil is landing heavy. You know, they're both landing at a pretty good clip as far as landing clean shots, but it's Dorsainvil that seems to have the power edge and more energy right now.
Dorsainvil dominated in the striking department through 83 shots in the second round, landing 50 compared to 57 and 24 for Holt. Dorsainvil with those couple big takedowns and had 2 minutes and 33 seconds of ground control. Third and final round underway. And we will see if Dan Holt can answer this onslaught from Stan Dorsainvil. And a takedown delivered from Dorsainvil.
Dorsainvil's after the finish. He knows he can get him down early this round and just beat him up a little bit more. Getting hit with that elbow had to scare him a little bit and realize that even though Holt is hurt, he's not out and he's still dangerous.
Absolutely. He's a finisher. 2 knockouts, so you know he can end the fight in a minute, but I've just been impressed with this relentless attack from Stan Dorsainvil and gaining confidence. I mean, he really set the tempo from the opening bell. Holt landed a straight, but then the counter from Dorsainvil that just stopped Holt in his tracks, and he has not stopped since. Oh, an eye looks poke. Like an eye poke from Dan Holt. Stan Dorsainvil saying, I don't care. I want to continue on.
Yeah, it's been a pressure that Dorsainvil has that's truly given Holt all the problems that he can handle tonight.
For sure. Looping right, punching his way in. Beautiful level changes and movements. And now the level change and looking for another takedown. Holt sprawling, fending it off. Spinning around. Knee from Dorsainvil and another. Drags Holt down to the canvas. And Dorsainvil on his back again. You know, putting that weight on him as you talked about early, Rashad.
Yeah, and he stand behind the arms too, so that way Holt can't get up and roll him off. Slide him off there. He's Stan needs to just keep on bringing that pressure, landing little shots here and there.
Right.
It's truly amounted to what we see in front of us. Holt is wearing it everywhere possible.
Oh my.
And look at him just dragging him.
I mean, breaking, not only just dominating right now, but looking to break the will of Dan Holt. Now, he said coming into this, it'd be smart if I would take him down. I have the advantage in the black belt, but sometimes I'm not smart. I want to stand with him. And he's like, I feel so confident. I was so, not shocked, but I was impressed with the confidence that Stan Dorsainvil had coming into this matchup.
I know, it's like he already knew a secret or something. You know, what he knew was just how tough he is and the competition that he's faced in training. You know, he trains at Combat Club, a lot of tough guys in there. They really test each other. My nephews go to that gym, and every time I go and watch them spars, always war in there. But I mean, these takedowns, the pressure, the full game of Dorsainvil is on display.
100%, a little bit of everything from the arsenal. Got that arm pinned back now. I mean, and Dorsainvil is not slowing down.
He got it underneath the neck.
Oh, look at this.
It's going to be a choke. Oh, man. Oh, what a hard elbow.
Lets the choke go and lands a brutal elbow. 1 minute to go, and Dorsainvil wants the finish.
Oh, man.
Pounding away now. That will do it. Stan Dorsainvil, statement made.
Statement made indeed. What a finish by Stan Dorsainvil. Stayed with the pressure. Heavy ground and pound. Realized the submission wasn't going to do it and decided to rain thunder instead.
Thunder, absolutely. And now the dance party begins for 25-year-old Stan Dorsainvil. Takes the O from the villain, Dan Holt. What a victory for Stan Dorsainvil. Makes the Dan Holt hype train take an unexpected stop. And after the long layoff, this has got to be extremely satisfying for Stan Dorsainvil. Keeps his spotless record intact and really just dominated in all facets.
I mean, these takedowns are truly the stamp that really put it on for Dorsainvil. You know, he just really wore him out in all the grappling exchanges and made him pay, not only hunting for the submissions, but just landing little shots away, just chipping away. And, you know, going into this round, you can see he didn't want to take a chance of exchanging because he got caught in the second with an elbow and realized that he's better served by just getting on top, going for submissions, and then finally raining down elbows and punches to finish the fight.
The official time of the stoppage up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Matt Rocca, called to stop this fight 4 minutes, 6 seconds into the third and final round, declaring your winner by TKO, Stan the Drill Dorsainvil.
9th straight victory back to his amateur career, 5th win in a row to start his professional career, and makes an immediate statement in the stacked lightweight division. Stan Dorsainvil is now standing by with our champion, Rashad Evans.
What's going on, Stan? How you feeling right now?
I feel like the best in the world!
You took some time off, you came back and had an impressive win. Tell me what's going through your mind right now.
Hey, where Mark at? I know Mark. It took me a while to get back in the LFA cage, but ain't no way you thought some tea and crumpet munching motherfucker was gonna come out here and beat me in New York. fuck is you talking about?
Right out the gate, you came out and hit him with a big right hand. Tell me about your start and your mindset going into that.
Yo, this guy's undefeated. I know he's a stud. He came across the pond, started training with the best in the world, but he sure as shit ain't training with me, and I'm the fucking best!
Stan, how do we keep it going? What's next for you?
You already know what's next. We working our way to that title, or Dana White can call me up next week, and I'll be ready, no problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Stan Dorsainvil.
Hey, you forgot to put the drill in there. Woo!
Stan the Drill Dorsainvil.
Z's up, baby. Haitian's coming up.
The Drill getting it done. Stan Dorsainvil improves to 5-0. He will definitely be keeping an eye on the lightweight title fight coming up in the co-main event featuring Richie, Miranda, and Robert Varricchio. He said if he got the win, which Dorsainvil did, he wants Richie, Miranda next. Well, another doubleheader of title fights going down next week at LFA 234 when the Octagon returns to Cajamar, Sao Paulo, Brazil for the promotion's third international event of the year.
On May 29th, Brazil becomes the center of an action-packed night with 2 LFA titles on the line. In the main event, devastating knockout artist Lucas Fernando aims to make his first successful title defense.
And a flying knee. Oh, over and out. What a finish.
Against the always dangerous Leon Suarez.
Looking for a submission. He tapped out.
In the co-main event, undefeated phenom Jefferson Nascimento.
Jefferson Nascimento throwing his fist and knocks down Casa.
Will clash with brutal finisher Gian Morente. With gold on the line.
LFA number 234 features the finale of 5 championship bouts across 3 events. The light heavyweight strap and Brazilian bragging rights are on the line in the main event when champion Lucas Fernando tangles with former title challenger Leon Suarez. And the interim lightweight champ Jefferson Nascimento goes for his 13th straight victory when he battles with Uruguay's Gian Morente. The White Dragon has scored 9 finishes in 9 wins. The next generation of Brazilian superstars will be on display, including Ednilson Jr., who has won 11 of 12. He clashes with Claudio Nardo, who makes his highly anticipated debut. 2 top bantamweights square off when Mateus Suarez goes for his 9th career win via knockout when he throws down with Edson Dos Anjos. LFA, a number 234, wraps up a massive May on Friday the 29th. After a big win in August, Georgia's Roman Kurashvili looks to keep the momentum going tonight when he makes his LFA debut. He meets the Dominican Republic's Ezequiel Peralta, who looks to stay undefeated and extend his win streak to 7. LFA, a number 233, rolls on the other side.
CPI, stem cells, they could do some wild shit down there.
My shoulder was jacked. I went down there, worked, man.
Eric Anders' neck was f***ed up. And then he went down and got stem cell treatment, and now it doesn't bother him at all anymore.
I definitely recommend CPI. It's changed my life. The best stem cell clinic in the world.
I just come and I do stem cells to make sure that I'm resetting my body and staying healthy.
It regenerates tissue, reduces inflammation. The results are amazing.
When it comes to the science of stem cells, no one comes close to CPI. There's not even a close second.
A local jump spot. This is where I've learned pretty much all the tricks that I know, and I spend so much time here just to get comfortable in jumps and also just to train.
The condition is like -15, so the feeling temperature is like -25.
Today is tournament day. We're going to be taking you through from start to finish. Hopefully we win the whole thing and celebrate with y'all.
The idea of the day is to help you learn what is your best swim position in a wetsuit. We now try and determine her perfect swim pace for an Ironman distance.
Bruce Irons. One of the best tube riders in the world. Bruce Irons.
On June 19th, Louisville will play host to an action-packed night of fights, capped off with a lightweight bout between two of the division's elite. It all goes down at LFA 235.
DJ Ready Rel welcoming us back to Salamanca, New York in the Seneca Allegany Event Center. This is LFA number 233, Ron Kruk, and the former UFC champion, Hall of Famer, Rashad Evans with you from Western New York. We now move into the featherweight division, and we check out the dime bit fight odds for this matchup between Roman Kurashvili and Ezequiel Peralta. Peralta, the biggest favorite on tonight's card, coming in at a -833, and the comeback on Kurashvili is +430.
Ladies and gentlemen, now making his way to the LFA octagon, Ezequiel Peralta.
After a busy 2025 and a win in February, the Dominican Republic's Ezequiel Peralta looks to stay undefeated tonight when he makes his LFA debut. Went 4-0 last year. He has reeled off 6 straight wins to begin his professional career. Rashad has 1 knockout and 3 submission wins.
Yeah, you know, coming in and making your debut, you don't want to get too crazy or be overexcited. You want to keep it nice and calm. And, you know, I got a couple keys of victory for him. Is, you know, he needs to draw he needs to dictate the tempo of this fight and the rhythm. Don't get overextended in the counter and push Kurashvili to defend instead of attack on his back. Just making sure he stays solid and consistent all the way through. Nothing big. He's a big favorite, and there's a tendency to try to do too much when you are the big favorite, but he needs to avoid doing that.
pressure fighter, has a boxing background, comes in as Tapology's #2 ranked featherweight in the Caribbean and the 29th ranked fighter in Latin America. Had fights fall through in October and March, so he's finally making his LFA debut tonight. Extremely excited. Made his pro debut. Actually has 3 pro titles in the Dominican Republic before moving on here. Trains with Team Morton.
I thought he was going to come out dancing, Crump, because he said that if he wins, he's going to hit the bachata or something, right? That's what he said.
He taught you a few dance moves yesterday, didn't he, man? I saw you. I mean, you were on fire. I don't think you need any help with your dance moves. Wow. That was nice of him. Making his LFA debut tonight, Ezequiel Peralta.
And now his opponent making his way to the octagon, Roman Kurashvili.
After a big win in August, Georgia's Roman Kurashvili looks to keep the momentum going and take the O from Ezequiel Peralta. Comes in with a 75% finish rate, 2 knockouts, 4 submissions in his 8 victories, 5 first-round finishes, and he can make quick work of his opponent too, Rashad. 3 finishes under a minute. He has a 33, 39, and 58-second finish.
You know, with Kurashvili, he's a lot better than his record will show and will let you believe. You know, watching video of him, he has very good stand-up where he has a nasty right hook, but it's his transition to the ground game that really gives some people some pause, because he finds submissions on his back. And typically speaking in today's MMA, you don't really see a lot of submissions from the back. So True. He has a very active guard, and he looks vulnerable enough where you leave your arm in there, then he grabs it for an arm bar.
That's all it takes. He's got 4 wins via submission, and as you said, loves to hunt the arm. 2 wins by triangle armbar and 1 armbar plus a rear naked choke victory. Made his pro debut in December of 2018. Training with the great Ray Longo. Has trained with countryman and former UFC champ Robert Varricchio and Longo's MMA. He has a law degree, extremely intelligent, the high fighter IQ.
He has a law degree, and here he is, scrapping.
Exactly. Sure, he could scrap in the courtroom too if he wanted to. Living his dream out here. Coming off a decision win back in August. He too, just like Peralta, is making his LFA debut tonight here in New York.
And speaking of confidence, he had so much confidence yesterday. It was when I heard the odds, I was surprised, because I'm like, wait, the guy with all this confidence is a dog that much?
Listen to Rashad Evans, a very live plus 430 underdog is Roman Kurashvili. Let's now check out the numbers and the tail of the tape, powered by Bondi Pure. Kurashvili is 33 years old, Peralta 5 years younger. Kurashvili 2 inches taller, but a ½ inch shorter in the reach. Of both athletes tip the scales at 145.8 pounds. Once again, inside, here's Mike Kendall.
Flight fans, this is the LFA 233 featured bout of the night tonight. And it's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Featherweight Division, brought to you tonight by Bondi Pure, the ultimate health and daily detox drink. It's a science, not a diet. Learn more at BondiPure.com. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5'9", weighing in 145.8 pounds. He holds a 6-0 professional record, with 1 win coming by way of knockout and 3 by way of submission. Representing Team Mordan, fighting out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Ezequiel, the His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a striker and grappler that stands 5'11", weight in 145.8 pounds. He holds an 86 professional record, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout and 4 by way of submission. Representing Lagos MMA, fighting out of Seneca, Georgia, Roman Kurashvili. Your referee in charge, Todd Anderson.
Quite a stare down there, but more impressive the stare down between Peralta and Mike Kendall. Mike Kendall holding his own in the LFA octagon tonight. We are set for the LFA 233 feature fight of the night. Peralta with the blue tape and Kurashvili the red. Ron Kruk and the champ Rashad Evans with their big overhand right. Just misses from Peralta. Both men making their LFA debuts.
Yeah, Peralta's coming in, landing, throwing big shots right out the gate, trying to show that power that he has. Kurashvili's really trying to engage in the grappling, kind of take some steam off those big, powerful punches.
Absolutely. Strong grappling background, but also a national champion in kickboxing. Peralta, a strong boxing pedigree, yet to lose in his MMA career so far.
With Peralta here, he's digging this underhook, trying to get him down to the ground and probably getting him down to land some big shots, wear him down a little bit.
Right. And that was the game plan that Kurashvili told us. Start standing, start breaking him down, and then take him down. Wear him out a little bit before he does.
And Kurashvili is one of those fighters who has a very unorthodox style with his strike, and it works. You know, it catches you sometimes.
It's a nice elbow from a Peralta. He felt that the game plan from Kurashvili would be to get him down, said I have to stuff those takedowns, and feels he can gas him out. But here comes a takedown attempt from Kurashvili. Nice defense so far from Peralta. And Kurashvili working hard. Peralta back up.
And that's what it comes down to, making Kurashvili work so hard, the work-to-rest ratio. Of course, Peralta's working, trying to keep him off, but there's something so dejecting and something so tiring about going for a shot, not being able to get it, and then catching shots on you for your troubles.
Was there a fight that comes to mind for you personally where that was, that was an issue, getting someone down and then, paying the price for not getting them to the canvas?
Yeah, strangely enough, when I fought Nogueira, I had the hardest time getting to the ground, and he wasn't really, I thought like for sure on the feet that I'll be able to get him, but then he was able to catch me on the feet as well too, so it was just frustrating. But as you see, Kurashvili is finding success with some elbows, and it's his rhythm that's kind of hard for Peralta to read, because he doesn't know if he's going for a shot or he's going to land a punch or a strike.
Yeah, attacking with calf kicks and then the elbows too. You're not kidding. Kurashvili had some success, but Peralta comes back firing and he lands an elbow.
Big elbow right there.
Knee from Peralta. The Black Lion attacking right now. Minute 45 to go, opening round.
Peralta having his head right underneath the chin of Kurashvili, and it's allowing him to just keep him against the cage and put the most pressure on him.
A little surprising with that background in boxing. Peralta only has 1 win via knockout, 3 submissions, and a couple of decisions.
Ooh, big left hand by Peralta.
Keeping the pressure on Kurashvili.
with that head underneath, like I was saying. It really makes it hard for Kurashvili to be offensive in a clinch position.
And now,
foot stumps.
Yeah, the trend of the night.
Tell you what, the most effective tool in the game sometimes. It really breaks your concentration.
I'm sure. And referee Tom Anderson restarts the action. Yeah, I could just remember like getting cleats stepped on the top of my foot in football, and that would kill. So just when somebody's just stomping on the top of your foot, breaking you down, it definitely will break your concentration, if not your foot.
It really makes you think like, oh, wow, this is what we're doing, huh? It makes you think like they're cheating.
Here we go. Fine. Oh, flying knee. Couldn't really tell if it landed. But
he jumped over Kurashvili.
Yeah, Kurashvili grabbing the leg, looking for that takedown, and he's kind of limping his way back to his stool. Peralta leading the dance in that first round, very aggressive. Check out some of the highlights, Rashad.
Now you see Peralta here landing a big kick. It was blocked by Kurashvili, but it's getting him guessing. And here we have a nice elbow in close, and that really looks like it hurt Kurashvili. He went down for a second and looked like his whole posture changed. Right here, nice right hand. And then here the big, almost knee. Ooh, almost jump right over him. I'll tell you what.
Absolutely.
You get caught with that, boy.
Very entertaining fighting style, Ezequiel Peralta, as we move on to round number 2. Anna getting us set here in Western New York. LFA Featherweight division. Peralta and Kurashvili both making their LFA debuts tonight.
And listen, even Peralta is a favorite. You know, Kurashvili is giving a great account for himself, putting the pressure on. And when you're fighting and you're the favorite, sometimes it can, you know, it can be a lot of pressure on you, the guy who has a favorite going into the fight.
Absolutely. Peralta felt the longer this fight would go, the 33-year-old Kurashvili would start to tire out. We'll see if that rings true here in the second round.
But one thing with Kurashvili, he's very sneaky with his effective strikes. It almost looks as if like he's not going to be able to pull it off, and next thing you know, he does something that you don't think that he should be able to do.
Yeah.
A big right hand by Peralta.
After Kurashvili having some success, that right hand stopped him in his tracks. Now he's on his back, and Peralta coming in.
And very smart the way that he came in, Peralta, because of the fact he didn't go in the guard. Kurashvili is very dangerous from a closed guard position.
Speaking of dangerous, Peralta, his 3 submission wins, all coming by rear naked choke. You don't want this guy on your back. Kurashvili powering his way up, but for how long? Not long at all.
Not long at all. I love the way that Peralta is just pushing down on the head, landing some shots. Brett Jackson used to say it all the time. Hey, sometimes don't hold the guy down. If he wants to get up, let him up. Hold his head and land some shots.
Amazing. And now Peralta, nice. He's finding the target here in the second round. One second round finish for Peralta.
And it's interesting to see Peralta initiating the grappling and takedown exchanges. He feels he's gotten Kurashvili down to the point where he gets him down. Even if he gets back up, he's going to be taking a few shots before he gets back to his feet.
Very true. Knee attack continues from Peralta. Now they will reset. Kick from Kurashvili. Kurashvili, Rashad's looking like he is breathing very heavy.
He is, but that's the crazy thing about it. Like, he will look like this, and then all of a sudden he'll throw an effective technique.
There you go, right on cue. Veteran move. Check out LFA.com. Overhand right from Peralta. Body kick from Kurashvili. Peralta landing 63% of his strikes. But according to the stats, is only outstriking Kurashvili 48-45.
Yeah, you hear Peralta's corner just telling him to move forward and land those big shots and look for the shots, the takedown.
That was a wicked kick to the ribs. Peralta attacking that body now.
Peralta's looking to land a big shot here. He's looking to find Kurashvili in his next motion. He's showing him one way, but then he's really looking for that selective punch, and as you see, he hit it with the right hand.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
This is buying Kurashvili some time, that overhand right, but how much more time? 45 to go. Smart move by Peralta, creating some distance. Kurashvili wildly looking for a takedown.
And it looked like his best attempt of the night. He almost...
After, yeah, getting stunned. Under 30 to go. Peralta on the neck now. Looking to take the back. Knee to the ribs.
To the and look at the way he's put his hand on his head, pushing it down.
Oh, and an illegal knee from Ezequiel Peralta.
Oh, no. I thought it hit him in his shoulder.
We'll have to take another look at it.
Oh, no.
We'll see. And, that would be a costly mistake from Peralta.
But it don't look like Kurashvili's going to be able to continue.
Let's take a look at it, Rashad. What are you seeing?
Oh, he hit him in the
100%. Illegal knee to the side of the head.
That's tough. Oh, man.
Yep.
That's a dangerous knee.
Oh. Yeah. And Roman Kurashvili taking his time. Tom Anderson, our referee, is talking with Ezequiel Peralta and his translator over there. Will he deduct a point? That is the question.
I see some head shaking. Man, when everything seemed like he was going Peralta's way, steamrolling.
100%, yep. And I'm not sure Kurashvili is going to get up.
I don't think so.
There was under 10 seconds to go in the round, too. Oh, makes it even worse.
Didn't even need it. Did not need that.
Yep, absolutely. And I get it. It's the heat of the moment. You've got a fighter in some trouble. You're going for the finish. Everyone wants finishes.
Yeah, and he's hunting for it. You know, he felt the difference in the skill level. He knew he could turn it up a little bit more and get that finish, but you got to be a little bit more measured when you're in a position like that.
Exactly.
If Kurashvili continues this fight, I'll tell you what, man, that truly speaks volumes for the kind of fighter that he is.
Without a doubt. Now we have the ringside physicians coming in. I mean, he was up for a minute and he went straight back down. Maybe the doctor told him, no, just sit down, take a look.
Say, oh man, you can't hear.
Roman Kurashvili on his feet, but we'll see for how long. This doesn't look good.
No, he went back into the cage. This is a wrap.
And there it is, officially called off by referee Tom Anderson. What a costly error for Ezequiel Peralta. In a fight, he was dominating. The illegal knee to Roman Kurashvili. And Kurashvili unable to continue. I mean, he hasn't even gotten up. He keeps pointing to his ears.
Yeah, it's kind of scary when you get hit and you get the auditory problems. And it was a heavy knee, upon review. It went by fast. I'm surprised it didn't cut him. It hit him pretty flush.
It sure did. I mean, it was direct. And we've seen Roman Kurashvili fight through some tough situations. Good to see. I keep thinking he's going to get up. Let's take a look at it one more time, Rashad, before we go to break.
Peralta getting a little too anxious there, landing a knee when he just really didn't need to. As you see again, he's trying to pin Kurashvili head one way, and then there goes the knee, hit right on the head.
Decision when we return. Back here in Salamanca, New York, an unfortunate ending to this battle between Peralta and Kurashvili. Believe it is going to result in a DQ for Ezequiel Peralta, but let's get the official decision. Here's Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Todd Anderson. And the doctor stopped this fight at 4 minutes, 58 seconds of the second round for your winner by disqualification due to illegal and intentional knee to the head of a downed opponent who's unable to continue, Roman Kurashvili.
Well, not the way he wanted to win, but Roman Kurashvili gets the massive upset. Remember that Peralta was the biggest favorite on this card. Kurashvili via DQ due to an illegal and intentional knee takes the O from Peralta. Really a shocking final 10 seconds, Rashad, of this fight. Peralta was dominating.
Yeah, he really was, and it's going to be something that he remembers for the rest of his career. You know, it's losses like these that sting the most because he was winning the fight. You know, He was effectively actually having a very great fight at that, and
for sure,
to
dominating.
make a big mistake like that, when he didn't really need to, is truly the heartbreaking part about the whole situation.
Yeah, absolutely. You know that Ezequiel Peralta will learn from it and hopefully bounce back, but that is the first defeat of his professional career. Well, the LFA returns to the home of the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, in Louisville, Kentucky, for LFA number 235 on June 19th.
On June 19th, Louisville will play host to an action-packed night of fights, capped off with a lightweight bout between two of the division's elite. Heavy-handed Landry Ward looks to make it 3 in a row on his climb to the top of the division, but his opponent, Eli Barzilai, aims to add another spectacular finish to his already impressive highlight reel.
The summer begins with a heated matchup in the LFA lightweight division when two more prospects look to shake up the 155-pound division. When the Lone Star Kid, Landry Ward, looks to keep his win streak alive when he faces off with rising international prospect representing Israel, Eli Barzilai. Tickets for this can't-miss card from historic Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Stacked card as always. The co-main event features Nashville knockout artist Andrew Stewart, who has won 6 of 7, and Indiana product Zane Hafner, who looks to make it 5 consecutive wins. Join me and the newly retired UFC legend Gilbert Burns for the live call on Vice TV. Select preliminary bouts stream live on Spectation Sports, and the Spanish broadcast airs live in the U.S. on ESPN Deportes. For the latest, follow the LFA across the social media spectrum at LFA Fighting. Up next, the first of our World Championship doubleheader, the lightweight king of California, Richie Miranda, strives to defend his strap for a second time when he tangles with a New Yorker and promotional newcomer Robert Varricchio, who has won 8 of 9. The 155-pound strap is up for grabs after this.
We're going to do some striking, some development on technique.
We are going to have a great sesh today with the crew. I'm super excited.
Top USA teams to get ready for our first international events.
Indeed, definitely. As Haycox now looks to attack the knee. Oh, he's got it!
Bruce Irons. One of the best 2 riders in the world.
Bruce Irons.
CPI, stem cells, they could do some wild shit down there.
My shoulder was jacked. I went down there and worked, man.
Eric Anders' neck was up, and then he went down and got stem cell treatment. Now it doesn't bother him at all anymore.
I definitely recommend CPI. It's changed my life. The best stem cell clinic in the world.
I just come and I do stem cells to make sure that I'm resetting my body and staying healthy.
It regenerates tissue, reduces inflammation. The results are amazing.
When it comes to the science of stem cells, no one comes close to CPI. There's not even a close second.
Retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness
June 19th, Louisville will play host to an action-packed night of fights, capped off with a lightweight bout between two of the division's elite. Heavy-handed Landry Ward looks to make it 3 in a row on his climb to the top of the division, but his opponent, Eli Barzilai, aims to add another spectacular finish to his already impressive highlight reel.
Welcome back to Salamanca in Western New York in the Seneca Allegany Event Center as we have reached the business portion of the LFA number 233 card. Co-main event time, Ron Kruk alongside the Hall of Famer Rashad Evans. Rashad back in Western New York, a place you know very well. Has to be cool not only having the homecoming, but seeing the next generation of stars from this region shine inside that octagon.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm very impressed with just what I've seen tonight. You know, it's great to have this kind of homecoming and really see this level of mixed martial arts. When I was doing my thing back in the day, this was not a scene at all. So to see how far it's grown and the talent that has come here, it really makes me happy to see.
Yeah, absolutely. The future stars of the sport on display tonight, including one from the region in promotional newcomer Robert Varricchio. He'll make his LFA debut fighting for the LFA lightweight strap, taking on the champion from California, Richie Miranda, who has just really been dominant recently, Rashad. Let's talk about El Machete first. He comes in winner of 12 of 13, got a very solid wrestling background, but he's also got some pop in his punch. 5 wins coming via knockout.
Yeah, you know, one thing I love about Miranda is the fact that when he goes forward like a buzzsaw. He can catch you with punches. He can be a dog out there. He has great timing. He does it all so very well. But what I love most about him is just, you know, his attitude out there. He's got a great attitude no matter what comes his way. He's going to find a way to get it done. And that's remarkably hard to do in a fight because there's ebbs and flows to a fight. But he finds his way no matter what. If he's not having a strong round, he will finish the round strong. And because he's such a dog, because he's such a hard night out, he is defended his belt multiple times at the LFA.
Absolutely, looking to become a 2-time, defending his belt 2 times and joining Robert Watley as the only man in LFA history to do that. But I love what you said, the attitude, because we talked about it. We thought maybe he would be called up after he defended his title. It didn't happen. And speaking to him yesterday, he was okay with it. He's like, I just got to keep winning. That UFC call up will come in due time.
Yeah, and I love that about him because so many athletes always want to go, I'm going to be in the UFC, I want to be in the UFC. Yes, that's great to be in the UFC 100%, but do not forget the steps along the way. It's these shows right here that truly cement who you are as an athlete, as a fighter, and really define you for your rest of your career. So there's no need to rush. If you're good enough, you're going to make it to the big show.
Robert Varricchio comes into his first LFA fight extremely confident. He has won 8 of 9 and 3 in a row. He felt like this was a perfect matchup for him, Rashad.
Well, I mean, the confidence that he had really spoke volumes to just, you know, to what he's, you know, what he's encompassed as far as his training. You know, he trains at Tiger Showman, and he talks about how great it is there and how much he's pushed there. But one thing when I think about Varricchio, I think about his mindset when he says he's taken everything in gratitude. He's so grateful to be here. He's so grateful for this opportunity, and he's going to show out because of that gratitude. He's not missing how big this moment is.
Absolutely. Well, the odds makers think this is going to be a very close matchup as we check out the fight odds powered by Dimebit Casino and Sportsbook. The champion, Richie Miranda, coming in at a -189 favorite, and a live dog in Robert Varricchio, +133. Once again, inside the LFA Octagon. Well, we'll get to the LFA Octagon here in a minute. First, we've got a coast-to-coast collision, East versus West, and LFA Gold on the line.
Richie El Machete Miranda, and I will be defending my title tonight. I am fighting out of my hometown, Santa Ana, California. Hey, West Coast, best coast, baby. Our style is just gritty. We're always looking to finish and put exciting fights. That's what I'm here to do tonight. I'm looking for performance of the night tomorrow. I'm looking to cut this guy up, paint the canvas with his blood, or, you know, putting him out. I'm bringing the title back to the West Coast, Santana, baby. Let's go.
What's up, guys? Ruthless Robert Varricchio, fighting for the lightweight title tonight. I'm originally from Staten Island, New York City. When I think of East Coast and West Coast, I think of rap, to be honest. And I never thought I'd be on the East Coast side. I was always Team West Coast, not East Coast. Sorry, taking that dub. There's nothing better than being the guy that everyone's bringing down upon. And then when it comes time to show out, you show out. And I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna stick to my game plan, stick to my skills, stick to everything I got, and go on to have a little dogfight. East Coast, we up, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, now making his way to the LFA Octagon, Rob Varricchio.
New York's own Robert Varricchio enters into his LFA debut, riding a 3-fight win streak, coming off a title fight victory in another promotion, but tonight going for the biggest championship of his career. That's a 75% finishing rate, 5 knockouts, 1 submission. He got a knockout or a TKO in his first 5 fights as a pro. Comes in as Tapology's number 16 ranked, a lightweight in the Northeast. And we spoke about the confidence, Rashad, coming in. He had that shirt on yesterday that said mentality. It's all about your mental being ready, and if you're grateful, he felt he could do anything, and he said he is ready to break Richie Miranda tonight.
Yeah, and the way to break him is he's going to really have to be ruthless, like his name is, you know, and I have some keys to victory. He's going to have to slow Miranda's pace with some grappling control, mix submission and the damage with ground and pound once he gets him down, and stay disciplined and force Miranda into more technical exchanges and kind of not fight in that dog fight where Miranda feels comfortable.
Ruthless Robert Varricchio coming in with an 8-1 record.
That boy got some hops.
Yeah, he did. It scared me, man. I was looking at some notes.
And now making his way to the LFA Octagon, the champion, Richie Miranda.
After winning the lightweight title last April, defending it in August, champ Richie Miranda going for his 2nd title defense and 7th win in a row. Training with the Killers at Bloodline Combat Sports. Head coach Cub Swanson, of course. Jacob Rosales in his corner tonight. I texted with Cub last night and I asked him, you know, what does Richie Miranda bring to the Bloodline Combat Sports team, Rashad? And he's like, this guy doesn't talk much, so he gets slept on a lot, but he is the most mentally tough fighter I have in the gym. Said no matter the situation, he stays calm and positive. I believe he will dominate Robert Varricchio within 3 rounds. Said nothing against him, but he has been leveling up, and Richie, deep down, feels a little disrespected.
You know what? I felt that energy from him yesterday, you know, because he was so stoic, but at the same time, dialed in, you know? Very
Absolutely.
dialed in. I barely could get a smile out of him, and that was something very impressive, you know? But, you know, here's his key to victory. You know, he's got to push that relentless pace from start to finish. Force Varricchio into uncomfortable striking exchanges and use that durability and pressure to mentally wear on Varricchio. Let him know, yeah, you hit me, but I'm still coming. There's nothing worse, Crump, than when you hit a guy and he looks at you and says, come on.
Right, exactly. Well, the interim lightweight champion Jefferson Nascimento is defending his belt next week in Brazil, and he tangles with finisher Jean Morente from Uruguay. There's a good chance that tonight's winner will have the opportunity to unify the belts with the winner in Brazil, maybe later this year. Already, Richie Miranda was set to take on Jefferson Nascimento. Unfortunately, an infection canceled that bout. And Richie Miranda ready to defend his belt once again. Co-main event, tail of the tape, powered by OnlyFans. El Machete Miranda, he's 31 years old, actually. Ruthless Robert Varricchio, 1 year younger, 1 inch taller. Miranda will have an 1.5 inch reach advantage, and both men made championship weight. Once again, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the LFA 233 co-main event of the evening. Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds for the LFA Lightweight World Championship. Presented by OnlyFans, where creators earn. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the challenger is a mixed martial artist standing 5'10", weight in 154.6 pounds. He holds a professional record, 8 wins, 1 defeat, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout and 1 win by way of submission. Representing Tiger Schulman's mixed martial arts, fighting out of Staten Island, New York, Ruthless Robert Varricchio. His opponent across the octagon. Fighting out of the red corner is a catch wrestler standing 5'9", weighing in 154.2 pounds. He holds a 12-1 professional record with 5 wins coming by way of knockout and 2 by way of submission. Representing Bloodline Combat Sports, fighting out of Santa Ana, California, he is the reigning, defending LFA Lightweight World Champion, Richie El Machete Miranda. Your referee, Matt Rocca.
World title fight here. We went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. If you want to touch gloves again, go for it. And back to your corners.
Scheduled for 5 rounds in the LFA lightweight division. The champ, Richie Miranda, looking to make history with another title defense. Robert Varricchio making his LFA debut. Ron Kruk and Rashad Evans with you. Nice calf kick to begin from Varricchio.
Right out the gate, you see Varricchio right on those calf kicks. And, you know, this is what Miranda expected. He said that Varricchio was going to try to land some leg kicks.
Yes. Said he's got to be ready for his kicks. Watch his right hand. Miranda felt that he could use his wrestling base, take him down whenever, but he wants to finish with his hands. Of course, Richie Miranda wrestled at the University of Nebraska, Kearney, home to some pretty top wrestlers. Kamaru Usman and Rafael Stott.
It got through. Miranda blocked it, but it touched him. That's the thing. Sometimes when you block a kick and you don't really get a full block on it, it comes through and you feel it. But so far in the grappling exchanges, it looks like Varricchio has a bit of a strength advantage.
He does look big. Training at Tiger Schulman's, but he's also been training with Plino Cruz as well.
And he's letting that jab go, but looks like a little cut under the eye of Varricchio.
Nice body kick by Varricchio right underneath the rib. Underneath the elbow, I mean.
Attacking Miranda's calf again. Those will add up.
Not too many before you throw, Rob.
Nice counter left hook by Miranda.
Trust it.
Varricchio stuck him. And now Miranda looking for a takedown, clinches up.
Break off. We don't need this.
And I hear Miranda's corner saying, break off, we don't need this.
Stay outside. We're good there.
Wanting to stay outside, Miranda circling the octagon.
Well, Varricchio is doing a very good job of keeping Miranda on his back foot against the fence, and that's typically not something you see much of when Miranda's fighting. He's usually going forward.
Jab from Varricchio, who right now is outstriking Miranda here in the first, 21-8.
Miranda needs to get hit with that one shot to wake him up to be like, okay,
right.
This is what we're doing right now.
We've seen it happen many times.
Ooh. Those little thigh punches, man, they hurt much more than people think, and it gets you because you're kind of relaxed, and then all of a sudden it just comes and it thumps in there.
I will take your word for it, my man. Varricchio looking very comfortable here in the early rounds in his LFA debut.
He sure is. He's mixing it up quite well, too. Head kicks, punches to the body, against the cage, grappling, all of it. He's doing all of it. He's really making it hard for Miranda to get a beat on what he's trying to do. But he's been effective at everything he's attempted thus far.
Now Miranda pressing forward. Ooh.
Oh, nice knee.
Kick in the knee of Varricchio. And now as Miranda gets the takedown.
And it was just a simple trip off the cage by Miranda, but not, he didn't hold it for too long. But that's what Miranda needs. He needs to be able to have more moments like that.
Ooh, nice little hook from Varricchio after going to the body.
Keep snatching.
45 seconds to go. Follow the LFA on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting and check out LFA.com.
Both of these guys are waiting to counter. But this is where a lot of the fight's gonna take place until someone starts to get the edge and advantage in this dirty boxing clinch area.
Oh, both.
Nasty elbows by Varricchio.
Yes. The elbows from Varricchio and the little uppercut, and Varricchio's laughing about it.
I don't think Miranda thought that was funny, buddy.
No, did not. Clock winds down. Some ripping body shots from the champ. And a very entertaining round number one, but Robert Varricchio outstriking the champ 45-21 and hit with 70% accuracy. And there was the kick that just a little chin music there.
Right there to the body as well, too. You see Varricchio start out really strong and great position, staying very active and mixing it up really well. And I feel like that's been the biggest thing in this round, is keeping Miranda guessing. Miranda's usually a guy who goes forward and puts a lot of pressure on his opponents, but you see here, Varricchio is fighting at every phase of the fight really well. Elbows in close, winning the clinch position, landing those elbows and then smiling at Miranda like, yeah, we did it. And Miranda's like, no, we did it, sir.
I mean, he is not acting like a challenger who is making his LFA debut. The bright lights and the big stage not getting to 30-year-old Robert Varricchio at all.
Well, I mean, if you want to be the champion, you got to be disrespectful in there to the champ.
Well said. You got to take that belt, right?
You got to be hungry, and look at Varricchio. He's finding everything. I mean, he's hit really good with his punches. Miranda's going to have to start going forward this round and really just using more fakes and feints and tempo changes like he's doing right now.
Yeah, we'll see if Richie Miranda takes it up a level here in the second round. Wicked body shot by Miranda. Reset and go back to work.
Yeah, Miranda's got to get off that back foot. When he's on that back foot, he's late. Miranda's more effective when he's moving forward because then his punches flow right into his next phase of his attack, which is the grappling exchanges where he can go land in a clinch.
Oh, big shot from Miranda, drops Varricchio. And now the scramble continues. Miranda's got his back. There's the tap.
It's the tap.
Walk-off submission. And another successful title defense for Richie Miranda.
Unbelievable by Varricchio. Absolutely unbelievable. Landed that big left hook. Found a way to get back, get on top, and then finish with the submission.
Incredible finish by Richie Miranda. Becomes only the second LFA lightweight champion to successfully defend the belt twice, joining Robert Varricchio in the history books. And a statement made by Richie Miranda. Unbelievable, Rashad.
Man, so impressive. Miranda just found a way to get it done. And here we go here with the left hook. Nice left hook. Caught Varricchio flush. And you see it again from another angle. Nice, loose, looping left hook. Boom, right on the money. Varricchio buckles and goes down. And here it allows Miranda to come on top and find a way to sink his arm right underneath the neck of Varricchio to get the submission. As you see, almost turned into a bulldog choke there.
Oh, man. What a finish by Richie Miranda. We will get the official time. Stick around. Another finish for the champion, Richie Miranda, this time via submission. His third submission win, 8th total finish, and Richie Miranda successfully defends his belt for a second time. Let's get the official time from Mike. Inside we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Matt Rocca, calls a stop to this fight. 1 minute, 2 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by tap out in a bulldog choke, and still LFA lightweight world champion, Richie El Machete Miranda.
LFA CEO Ed Suarez strapping the lightweight belt on Richie Miranda once again. We have seen this time and time again. Richie Miranda said, I just got to stay focused, continue to win, and that UFC call will come. He's now standing by with the former UFC champ, Rashad Evans.
I'm in the cage with the champion. Richie El Machete Miranda. Listen, great finish to the fight. It didn't start off so good, but what was your mindset going into that first in that second round?
Yeah, he was getting it with the leg kicks, so I was trying to just track him. I was following a little bit, but I didn't really feel him. And then got little exchanges, but you know, I woke up, and second round, in between rounds, my Jacob told me to switch stance. Man, I found that left hook, landed, and got the rear naked, but it turned into a bulldog choke. So, you know, I'm a catch wrestler, and you give me your neck, I'm gonna take it home with me.
What surprised you in that fight early out in the first round?
I mean, definitely he was a little fast, and he was game, you know. But I mean, I could see everything coming, and in the camp they were telling me just drive the car, slow him down. He wants a car crash. I was kind of getting in that car crash at first, but then I saw the opening.
You have 2 successful title defenses.
Yeah.
What do you want to do next?
I have 3 of these belts. I met Sean Shelby in Seattle. You know, I told him I was going to fight again for the belt. I mean, I think that proves it. You know, 3 belts. I'm undeniable. 13-1, 8 finishes, 5 in the first round. Come on, baby. Dana, Sean, Hunter, Mick, please give me a shot. Any opportunity I'll take. I'll be ready for that short notice. Contenders, whatever it is, sign me up right now. I'm ready.
I like the sound of that, man. You did a great job. Congratulations. Everybody, give it up for Richie El Machete Miranda.
Let's go. Hey, Best Coast, West Coast. Sorry, New York. Love you guys.
The summer heats up on Friday, June 26th, when the Octagon returns to the Grand Canyon State for LFA number 236 from the Arizona Financial Theater in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Tickets are available now at Ticketmaster.com. Make sure you are following the promotion at LFA Fighting for card updates, athlete features, and new episodes of Inside LFA. The main event is next. Another New York-based athlete, Jonathan Piersma, goes for his 12th career victory and the one that may get him to the big show. Standing in the way of that game plan, though, is Brazil's Diego Bianchini, who looks to bring the LFA welterweight belt back to Brazil. The LFA number 233 main event is next on Vice.
Most people think getting in fighting shape is all about brutal workouts and starving yourself. They're wrong, and I should know.
World-renowned trainer of 12 UFC champions, 3-time trainer of the year.
Here's my secret weapon. Bondi Pure cuts off hunger and nourishes your body. This makes cutting, leaning out, and getting into top condition easy.
45,000 success stories and counting.
Try it risk-free for 90 days. Bondi Pure, it's the champion's secret to effortless weight cutting.
Bruce Irons. One of the best 2 riders in the world. Bruce Irons.
CPI, stem cells, they can do some wild shit down there.
My shoulder was jacked. I went down there, worked, man.
Eric Anders' neck was f***ed up, and then he went down and got stem cell treatment. Now it doesn't bother him at all anymore.
I definitely recommend CPI. It's changed my life. The best stem cell clinic in the world.
I just come and I do stem cells to make sure that I'm resetting my body and staying healthy.
It regenerates tissue, reduces inflammation. The results are amazing.
When it comes to the science of stem cells, no one comes close to CPI. There's not even a close.
So they're going to do some striking, some development on technique.
We are going to have a great sesh today with the crew. I'm super excited.
Top USA teams to get ready for our first international events.
Indeed, definitely. As Haycox now looks to attack the knee. Oh, he's got it!
Back in Western New York and on Vice TV from the Seneca Allegany Event Center. This is LFA number 233 and a happy Memorial Day weekend to all the servicemen and the women out there. The LFA truly appreciates your service. Ron Kruk joined by the former champ and Hall of Famer Rashad Evans as we got to now the doubleheader main event, second portion of our title fights tonight. And in case you missed it, we'll give you a quick recap. The former welterweight champion, Jonathan Piersma, unfortunately relinquished his belt yesterday, Rashad, because he missed championship weight. So even with the victory tonight, he will no longer be champion. The challenger from Brazil, Diego Bianchini, he has the opportunity of a lifetime. If he gets a win, he becomes the new welterweight champion. But quickly, before we get to the X's and O's, mentally, what do you think's going through the head of Jonathan Piersma?
Well, missing weight and not being able to fight for the belt, losing your belt to the scale is always a hard thing for the fighter, and you always think what you could have done better, but you got to leave it behind because right now, tonight, he has a very stiff test in front of him, and he has to be present, and he can't be thinking like he's already lost. He's got to be thinking like a winner, because if he's not thinking like a winner, it could be a rough night for him.
And bottom line is, if he gets another impressive finish, the UFC is still going to keep him on the radar. All right, he is a black belt in BJJ, submission expert, a very strong guy, and a guy you know very well because your godson, Devin Smith, has fought him before.
Yeah, you know, one thing I can say about Piersma is the fact that he's such a dog. You know, this kid is somebody who does not give up and does not know what it means to give up. He is a fighter, a pressure fighter at that utilizes his grappling to get to the position where he shines the best, which is in the ground area, landing ground and pound, being heavy on top, and draining you. If you get back up to your feet, you're going to be a lot different than you were when you went down.
Great point. Well, his opponent, Diego Bianchini, very exciting fighter, and I think that he's leveled up his game training with the fighting nerds in Brazil. Very strong on the ground, but his striking has definitely come a long way, and he'll break out a lot of cool stuff when he enters that octagon.
Absolutely. I mean, just the creativity in his striking is something fun to watch, and he's very conscious of the fact that he can't go big move after big move. But I'll tell you what, it's his transitions in big situations that allows him to find submissions in the most inopportune place where you wouldn't even expect it. He finds a submission, which makes it really hard to defend against Ron because you're not expecting to be in a submission area. Like right here, he finds a hook, and the guy thought he was just going to push off, and the next thing you know, he gets submitted. But that's the thing with Bianchini, is the fact that he's so good at finding his position anywhere the fight goes.
Yeah, well, he said he was bringing back the violence before his last fight. You saw that heel hook. That was pretty violent. There's no doubt about it. He's extremely motivated to try and go for his first ever LFA championship. He comes in, this is his second fight in 56 days. Took this on short notice, replacing the injured Martin Camilo. So huge opportunity for the Brazilian. We are set now for the main event. The welterweight title is on the line for Diego Bianchini, and there are the odds powered by DimeBit Casino and Sportsbook. The former champ, Jonathan Piersma, comes in as the big -303 favorite, and the comeback on Diego Bianchini is +207. A lot on the line still for Jonathan Piersma, even if he can't win the belt, and Diego Bianchini looks for his first LFA title.
My name's Jonathan Piersma. I'm fighting tonight as the main event in my own hometown. Still gives a lot of people I grew up with and know, family, friends, a chance to drive out. Getting 2 opportunities in a row is really cool and unexpected. I enjoy being an underdog. I love when people are always picking against me, odds are always way against me. So maybe being the favorite for once, that's cool too. People finally come around. So titles are cool, this and that, but I'm just going to win a dominant fight. If I was the first fight in the prelims or main event, doesn't matter to me. Going there tonight, dominant performance, dominant finish. I think at a certain point they can't deny me forever.
I'm Diego Bianchini, I'm 29, and I'm going to fight for the LFA belt tonight. I'm from São Paulo, Brazil, and I'm representing the Fighting Nerds. That time that I was gamble a lot, smoking, vaping, and going to clubs and drinking a lot, I wasn't really focused. I didn't know exactly who I want to be. Now I know that I want to be a champion, that's the only goal for my life now. I like to provoke the guys too. I'm the Brazilian bad boy, I don't give a shit. I say what I want to say, and they know that I am the full package. When I take this belt, will be the best thing of the world, the Brazilian bad boy. Piersma, nobody give a shit for Piersma. Everybody want a real champion like the Brazilian bad boy, so that will be amazing, the real champion like me.
Ladies and gentlemen, now making his way to the LFA octagon, Diego Bianchini.
Here comes the Brazilian bad boy, Diego Bianchini, second fight in less than 2 months. It's something we haven't talked about, Rashad. He is a tough alum. He appeared on The Ultimate Fighter season 33, was on Team Sonnen. Lost to a fellow Brazilian, Rodrigo Santana, in the quarterfinals. And he spoke about the experience like many fighters do. The house isn't for everyone. Said it was a very frustrating experience. The entertainment aspect of tough, he did not like. But this guy, as you heard in that feature, has turned his life around. The focus is 100% on becoming a champion.
Yeah, on that season of The Ultimate Fighter, I got a chance to train with them that day, and it was after that loss. And we spoke about he has such great, big, dynamic, creative stuff, but it's very important to keep it simple. And I came with the keys for this fight, keys to victory for him. And the first thing I said, keep it simple early. Build into creativity as openings appear. Do not concede positions during grappling exchanges. if he does this, it gives him a better chance of having his hand raised tonight.
Has trained with some of the best, including Charles Oliveira, Damian Maia, Kyle Mahalio, Sean Strickland, and Anderson Silva during his 13 years of MMA training.
His opponent now making his way to the LFA octagon, Jonathan Piersma.
Big pop here in Western New York for the Warhawk, Jonathan Piersma, fighting out of Rochester, New York. 6 months since capturing the LFA welterweight title. Hoping to make his first title defense. It just didn't happen. He was also originally supposed to face Martin Camillo. We talked to him about the difference in opponent. He said, yeah, they're definitely different. Martin was more of a well-rounded fighter. Diego is more dangerous and more wild. I have to be ready for that.
Yeah, and he is, you know, his mindset going into this fight, just from talking to him yesterday, he seemed very, very locked in. And the keys to the victory for him is he's going to have to jam up Bianchini. What I mean by jam up, put him in clinch situations. Some allow him to get off and use that creativity striking that he's going to land something big. Don't let him get comfortable. And he has to land some takedowns consistently. Mix it up a little bit, but land some takedowns, and then once he gets down, get him down on the ground, prioritize damage. Allow damage to be the guard that does not, so Bianchini does not want to get back up to his feet.
Got it.
So he gets hit with a couple shots and be like, you know what? I'm better off if I stay down here rather than get back up and get hit on the way back up.
Family and friends made the quick trip here to Salamanca, New York. There's a huge watch party going down at the Tapped Out Tavern in Waterville. Shout out to his brother, Justin, and it's Justin and Jonathan's bar. Thank you for tuning in on Vice tonight. We are now set for the main event and the tail of the tape, powered by Monster Energy. Jonathan Piersma and Diego Bianchini. The taller fighter is Bianchini. Unfortunately, there you see at 172, Jonathan Piersma missed weight and relinquished his title. And the 1-inch reach advantage goes Bianchini's way. One more time inside to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the LFA 233 main event of the evening. Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds for the LFA Welterweight World Championship, presented by Monster Energy. And now, for all those watching around the world tonight, and for those in attendance here in Salamanca, New York, are you ready for war? Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 foot tall, weight in 168.2 pounds. He holds a 8-10-2 professional record with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing the Fighting Nerds, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Diego, the Brazilian bad boy, Bianchini. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a grappler standing 5'11", weight in 172.6 pounds. He holds an 11-3 professional record with 3 wins coming by way of knockout, 7 by way of submission. Representing Montez Muay Thai and Synthesis Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, fighting out of Rochester, New York, he was the reigning LFA welterweight champion, Jonathan Warhawk Piersma. Your referee, Todd Anderson.
Gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If you wish to touch gloves, do so now. Back to your corners.
Memorial Day weekend, the chance of USA rain down for the former champion Jonathan Piersma from New York and Diego Bianchini representing Brazil, and all the Brazilian bad boy is back. Rips inside leg kick to get us going.
Yeah, Bianchini started off right out the gate.
That's 3 in a row, and that one was a little low, and Piersma down on his knees. Oh man, not the way Piersma or anyone wants to start off a fight.
No, not at all. You know, it kind of disrupts the rhythm. And you get hit hard enough, it kind of makes your stomach sick.
100%. Take a look. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
And listen, we're wearing a cut, but there's a jostle that happens there.
It don't matter. If whatever sport you get hit in the junk, you're feeling it.
Oh yeah.
Warning from referee Todd Anderson. I mean, Bianchini though came out ripping those inside leg kicks. Landed 2.
The spinning kick though.
Yeah, exactly.
So much for keeping it simple early.
No kidding. All right, good news is Jonathan Piersma can continue on.
Oh, wow, what a head kick.
Back-to-back head kicks from Bianchini.
There's no tell on his kick. They just go up. Them joints are fast.
Fighters exchange calf kicks. Head kick from Piersma.
And we talked to Piersma yesterday, and one thing he was saying is this may be his chance to show off his stand-up.
Exactly.
Against Bianchini, because although he thought that Bianchini, you know, was okay, he felt like he was a bit wild, and he can take advantage of the wild exchanges that Bianchini throws.
Right, if he makes a mistake, he can capitalize. He also felt that Bianchini would come out like this, throwing some wild technique. Had to weather the storm early.
But I'll tell you this much for free. You don't stop a creative striker by not putting pressure on him and making him think. If you allow him to sit back and feel comfortable, he is going to put you in his trick bag.
Well, that head kick to the face of Bianchini, that'll keep you on your toes.
Look at the calf kicks that Bianchini has thrown thus far. Look at the leg of Piersma.
Oh my goodness. And now Piersma attacking for a single leg takedown, and he gets it.
That was too easy, folks.
Well said. I think Piersma said, I'm not going to take another one of those calf kicks. Let's get this thing to the ground.
Very smart, but, you know, with Bianchini, you know, just because you're on top, it does not mean that he's not going to be active. He's very active off of his back. He's going to make you work. But Piersma is really a force on top, very strong positionally speaking, and really understands movement where he is a few steps ahead of his opponent when he's on top.
Just past the halfway point of the opening round, scheduled for 5. Piersma just huge back, so much power, grinder. 7 wins coming via submission, 5 in the first round.
Yeah, his ground positioning makes me proud as a old ground and pounder, because of just of how strong and settled he is on top. You know, he's not going out of his way and overextending himself. He's in great position. His head is in great position, and he grinds you and wears you down. It's not always about the submission or ground and pound. Sometimes he'll put his elbow in there and just rub it on your face.
There it is. Absolutely. Bianchini was able to hold him close for 30 seconds or so, but
Bianchini's trying to come off the back, and he's doing a good job of doing so.
And Bianchini is back on his feet. That's a victory for the Brazilian.
Absolutely. That was a good, oh my goodness, the knee went through.
The knee went through.
Piersma down, sprawling. Definitely landed, Rashad.
Oh, man.
Oh, Piersma just missed with the spinning elbow. And now Bianchini on the back of Piersma, a submission specialist himself, with 5 first-round finishes and 7 career submission wins.
Like I was saying in the pre, you know, Bianchini finds a way to find submissions in transition. So as Piersma is in his scrambling phase, he's got to be careful. It's not always just, you know, let me move here, let me move there, because he might put himself into a submission, because Bianchini is so creative on the ground as well, too.
Under 30 seconds to go, and now Piersma in the guard of Bianchini.
What a great reversal by Piersma.
Holy moly, look at that left leg of Piersma. And the other shot, Rashad, you could see the inside of the thigh was turning purple on Piersma as well. The powerful kicks from Diego Bianchini doing some damage. So there's a nice elbow by Piersma as time's winding down. Watch that up kick, those are long legs. And round number 1 in the books, some blood trickling from the nose of the former champion, Jonathan Piersma. And, you know, you got to keep an eye on this, Rashad, as we look at some of the highlights. The cardio of Piersma at the tough weight cut couldn't make. And this is how it all started with
a nice spinning back kick. You know, he's doing a good job of using fundamentals, but mixing in some of his creativity. But it's the leg kicks of Bianchini that is truly doing so much damage for Piersma. As you see, Piersma get the takedown. Not much fighting from Bianchini, but Bianchini was able to get himself back up to his feet. And here he lands a nice knee up the middle.
Wow.
Piersma stumbles back to the cage and falls back after the second one lands. And what great first round from Bianchini. Piersma's having his hands full with the stand-up exchanges. Is looking most likely to mix it up and get it back to the ground.
Bianchini outstruck Piersma 20-14. But Piersma went 3 for 3 with his elbows. Bianchini 14 of 16 with his kicks, and you saw the damage it did. Piersma 2 minutes and 12 seconds of ground control in that opening round, and he's trying to get Bianchini back down, and he does.
And that was very much needed, because you see what went before that takedown was another stiff leg kick. And I tell you what, if Piersma was not able to probably get that takedown, he would have been noticeably limping.
I couldn't agree more. Had the powerful kicks from Bianchini, and he said those would be the difference. My kicks, my knees.
But right now, here's where Piersma makes the biggest difference. On the top position,
right,
grinding out Bianchini, landing some ground and pound, grinding in his face. But Bianchini's doing a really good job of trying to work a sweep from his back, and it doesn't allow Piersma to really settle on top to land anything. Right now, he's trying to hold on to his position.
Elbow from Piersma.
And these are the positions where Piersma needs to kind of just land some shots, and you know what, maybe he doesn't hold them down, but these are the shots that he can land, the punches he can land that can really make the difference once Bianchini gets back up to his feet, if he's able to get back up to his feet. But sometimes you have to forego the position to land a big punch.
Bianchini defending the elbows for now.
And Bianchini's got his hands stuck.
Oh yeah, it gets out. There's another look at the leg of Jonathan Piersma. Wow.
And Piersma's going to try to melt him down right here with this heavy top pressure.
Yes. He can
grinding.
Yeah, just grinding, it's right. And the elbows continue to rain down.
The cardio of Bianchini is going to be really tested here, and we talked to him yesterday. We spoke specifically about his cardio and the improvements that he's made with his cardio.
Piersma now 14 of 14 with his elbows, a lot of them coming from this position. And he continues. I mean, that will wear you down too, besides the fact you got a extremely strong man putting all his weight on top of you, the elbows too, doing some damage as we come up on 2 minutes to go, second round. Piersma felt his cardio would be the key too. Elbows continuing.
Yes, these little shots in here from Piersma, that's truly, it's wearing on Bianchini. You know, he doesn't even really have to land the elbow hard, just grinding it on his face.
Yes.
It's torturous enough.
LFA welterweight title on the line for Diego Bianchini. Not for the former champ, Jonathan Piersma. Another elbow, make it 28 of 28. This second round has been all Jonathan Piersma.
And this is where Piersma knew that he will eventually get, even if Bianchini did start off hot with some stand-up, he has so much confidence in his ground game, and he knows that it's the difference makers in fights. And you're seeing it firsthand. It's mauling style.
It really is.
Because there hasn't been one submission attempted thus far. It's all been about just melting Bianchini from the bottom. And then here he goes. Now he's worked himself into a chance to get a submission.
Plenty of time coming up on 20 seconds to go. Maybe finish with a flurry and a few more elbows. Oh, nasty shots.
Oh, wow.
Man, as dominant of a round as you will see for Jonathan Piersma. I mean, Rashad, he's gone 31 of 31 with elbows in the second round.
It's a good confidence builder, I'll tell you that.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, got the takedown. And
as you see here, the takedown from Piersma, right on the leg, out the gate, early in the second round here. You see him getting Bianchini down, and right here is where the solid position led to just devastating elbows on top. Man. And these elbows have really just, I mean, really just stifled Bianchini. As you see here, he's just pouring on the pressure with these hammering elbows. These are serious elbows with a lot of force behind them. And you can see as the round was over, Piersma looked back at Bianchini to see how slow he got off the ground.
He did. So, first round, Bianchini effective with keeping the distance and using his knees and kicks. Completely turned around for Jonathan Piersma in the second, able to get the takedowns, use his wrestling and grinding ability, landing a 36 out of 38 elbows thrown.
Now look at the posture of Bianchini. Now he's backing up, and it's a totally different fighter than he was in the first round because of what happened in the second round.
You called it, man, and this is the last thing he wanted to have happen. Is Piersma taking him down again, pinning that arm down, and now these elbows are going to rain. They are raining down.
Yeah, Bianchini's trying to go for a sweep, and I think he'll be better served with just going for underhooks, pushing at the hips, because if he tries to go underneath, he's going to get his arm trapped. Piersma already has made the adjustment for when he does that. When your opponent makes the adjustment for what you're doing, you got to do something different.
Absolutely. And the onslaught continues here in the third round.
I don't see much more.
Todd Anderson taking a good look at this.
That will do it! The Warhawk gets another finish inside the LFA octagon. Oh, and a little mockery towards Diego Bianchini. Huge win and a statement made by Jonathan Piersma after a tough first round. He's able to dominate Diego Bianchini the second and third. And it all started with an easy takedown, really, here in the third.
You know, Ron, he knew what he had to do to get the win, and he knew if he poured on the same pressure that he left with the second round, he would finish Bianchini. And as you see here, landed some heavy strikes in a rough scene enough.
The official time of the stoppage coming up next. What a performance by the former champion from Rochester, New York, Jonathan Piersma. A real bittersweet moment for him. He gets another title fight win, but the belt will not go home with him after missing weight. He was forced to relinquish the title. Victory in the cage, but no championship to celebrate. Let's get the official time from Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Todd Anderson, calls a stop to this fight. 1 minute, 5 seconds into the third round, declaring your winner by TKO, Jonathan Warhawk Piersma.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Jonathan Piersma. My goodness, what a fight. Tell me how you feel right now. I mean, you missed weight, and now you're here right now after a very tough first round.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, on the weight miss, I just want to say sorry. I'm always professional. There's no excuses. My body just didn't do what it's done every other time. Back this week, we're going to take a look and make sure it never happens again. But for the fight, that was a good fight. I knew the farther into this fight went, he was going to get tired. I was going to start wearing on him. That's exactly what happened. He caught me with a little knee in the first, a little adversity, but we powered through that and we're all right.
Absolutely. You took some leg kicks as well, heavy leg kicks. Was there a shot that made you feel like, oh man, this is not going to be a good night?
No, no matter what I get hit with, I'm always confident I'm going to come out on top. Like I said, he hit me with that knee. It was decent the first. I recovered quick, got on top, and then it was total domination from there.
What's next for you? There's Jefferson Nascimento, who's a champion right now. What do you think about that?
For what, 170?
Yeah.
Look, I'm ready for anything. I've learned not to look ahead and, hold my breath and anything. So I'm just going to get back in the gym, get 100% healthy. And then, the biggest opportunity that comes my way, I'll be ready for it.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Jonathan Warhawk Piersma.
Thank you.
Jonathan Piersma, the Warhawk, improved to 12-3-1, a statement win, and his 7th straight finish. That will definitely get the attention of the UFC. The LFA 233 post-fight show comes up right after this.
Welcome to the LFA 233 post-fight show. We are joined by the LFA lightweight champion, Richie Miranda. And Richie, what a performance tonight. We talked about you become the first man or second man in LFA history to defend the belt twice, but more importantly, another finish. Talk about that victory.
It was good, man. Started a little slow, got his timing. Corner called out to switch stance. I switched stance into the left hook, dropped him, got him on skates, and I told you, he gives me that neck, I'm taking him home with me. And I was trying to finish the rear naked, but he started squirming, and dude, the choke was there. So, you know, I'm very thankful for the LFA. 11 fights here. I got three belts now. I think that says enough, you know. I'm pretty much undeniable. I want my next gloves to say UFC and my shorts to say my last name, Miranda.
I love it, man. I don't know where you're going to put all the hardware, but listen, we talked about it. Rashad and I said, it's shocking you're fighting in that LFA octagon again.
Yes, sir.
UFC next. I mean, that was a statement made. You would think that would be next for you and Cub Swanson and the team.
Yes, sir. I hope so. I mean, I was almost going to get on that card. My name was thrown out there. So any short notice, any contender series, anything, I'm ready. So I'll be back in the gym, and I'm ready.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you, brother.
I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah.
Weather through what you weathered through and found a way to get it done in fantastic fashion.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for us here in Western New York. This has been the LFA 233. Great night of fights for everybody. The executive producers of the Imperial Family Companies, Ed Suarez, Sven Bean, and Mark Beery. Broadcast EP, Christopher Markwell. Director tonight, Roberto Rios. Our producers, Jamie McClintock, AJ Pacheco, and Blade Miner. Tech manager, Joe Amiglio. For my broadcast partners, the Hall of Famer, Rashad Evans and Mike Kendall. I'm Ron Kruk. We'll see you next week in Brazil.